Hello everyone, welcome in. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Ingredient challenge night. Gonna be having to use Papa John's tonight. Freshly delivered. I actually started the stream a couple of minutes late because it was getting here just when I was wanting to start stream. Which is both good and bad because it was supposed to be here between, like, it was a 20-minute window and they missed the 20-minute window. Welcome in, Ozzy. Happy to see you, Uber Superfly. Welcome, welcome. Oh, let's get my phone out of my pocket now that I'm done. Is it here yet? Is it here yet? Is it here yet? And I think I actually messed something up here. It looks like I did. But it's still gonna work out in the end. It just wasn't what I originally thought to order. Got the barbecue poppers instead of buffalo. Definitely wanted buffalo for my plans tonight, but I think we'll survive with the barbecue on there. Let's make some coffee. debating what I want to use for a container to do this, though. Ooh, that's an idea. It's an idea. Haven't been doing huge waves with the whole YouTube edition, but I did in the last, well, today, add alerts for people subbing on YouTube, the equivalent to following here on Twitch. Check it later. I can check it now. I will read that later. Let me check something else here. Oh, we'll see. I'll have to do some more reading on things, but I'm certainly not the only. In fact, I'm going to read that right now. I had it delivered, Nan Reader. No, Nan Reader. What part of I got this delivered literally minutes before the stream started and I delayed the stream in starting didn't you understand? Speaking of that, I should mute my phone in case they call. Cheers, folks. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. That camera looks a little bit out of position. There we go. All right, so what do we start with here tonight? I think I'm gonna start with dessert, which I ordered a thin crust football pepperoni pizza, which I knew ordering this is uncut. And so I am going to cut off a section of this pizza. And once again, I'm going to be turning pizza into my crust for tonight's dessert. But this way I don't get a whole lot of bread in there, I get everything in there. And honestly, I do like this concept of using pepperoni pizza as a crust because not necessarily so much the tomato sauce. Tomato sauce is the part that's the worst about this. Cheese is great, it's a binder, it's relatively neutral in flavor. The pepperoni is great because it adds a spice and great accent away from whatever else you're doing in the dish. And so I'm going to take a section here that's especially full of pepperoni. And we're going to chop this up rather finely. So apparently the order delivery service of choice in the Bay Area and definitely in Sonoma, from what I've looked at, is definitely DoorDash. It looks like the rest of them aren't even really competing out here. And put the rest of this back, because this is actually hopefully all I need for pizza. And that can be, I don't know, if things fail. And so I'm chopping this essentially to turn it back into a dough from a cooked pizza. Wait a minute. Silly Stream Deck, telling me things that aren't true. Into that, I'm going to add a little bit of flour. Next, I'm going to keep it somewhat light because that did not seem like it had a ton of sauce to it. At least that part that I had selected was not like caked on with sauce. So, not a lot of flour, but a little bit. Then the magic of all crusts. I'm a little all over the place when it comes to pizza, to be frank. I like changing it up, much like I do here on stream. I'll bring back this bad boy. First battle. I totally skipped over what I was going to do before I started cooking. Oopsies. We'll do our battle first. Me versus world. I don't think this is going to go well. Let's see how long I can last. Ooh. See if I get more help here this time. We'll give that a shot. Let's see what we got going on in the rest of the game here. Alright, back to cutting up our dough, or cutting in our butter into our dough. Hi there. Oh, hey, this needs a bottom. Alright, and now I'm going to blind bake that separate from our filling. So I'm going to get the oven going here. Oh hey, I just conveniently have my baking rice out separate from where it should be. And so there's nothing special about this rice. It's just rice that I keep reusing exactly for this purpose. To weigh down doughs, to just keep them in place for blind baking. And you can see a lot of them, it's ground its way down to being essentially small little pellets at this point. But it did all start as just old rice. Do I have one of those? I don't have one of those wedge cutters openers. At least I don't think I do. Oh well. We'll just open the whole can. So in there we got some canned pineapple in the blender top. And then I'm about to pour some condensed milk in with them. And this gets a blend. Looking for the top that's on top of the blender. And I will mute the mics for a moment while it blends. That is hopefully nicely blended now. Yeah, I still see a little... Yeah, there's still a little pulp going on there. I think that's going to need another spin around in there. Alright, and I want this really smooth, so I'm now going to strain this after that. Might as well reuse this. We're done with the dough. Yep, that didn't blend perfectly, so it's good I'm straining it. Blended pretty well, though. Alright, so that is the basis of the liquid part to our cheesecake. House is smelling like pizza, and I don't even have pizza in the oven yet. It may be because the pizza stone is still in the oven. Oh, just open. So I'm gonna take this and throw this in a cast iron pan just as a quick, easy. Pan for that, and we'll give that, yeah, let's give that 30 minutes. Give me a moment here, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, the management of this theater takes great pleasure in making this announcement. To each lady attending this theater each week will receive absolutely free a fascinating 12-piece kitchen cutlery set, one piece each time. It is really interesting and amazing to know how you can prepare your meals in an appetizing and pleasing manner. There's an old saying, and a true one, that what is pleasing to the eye is bound to be pleasing to the appetite. I'm going to demonstrate this to you, and I want you to watch it very closely. The first cutter that I'm going to show you, now this first one is known as the Parisian cutter. Wind it through the potato like a corkscrew. When the cutter appears on the opposite side, pull the cutter out. Place the handle in the center and twist it out. This is what they call a French curve. When you fry these, they come out like donuts, nice and brown. Serve them with your steaks or pot roast them. Unwind it, there's 2 curls out of the 1 potato. Tomorrow morning for breakfast, wind a little strip of bacon around the potato and serve them with bacon and eggs. They're delicious. Different colored vegetables, wind them together and you get the 2 colors. Here's a little trick cut. Split the curl halfway through the center. If you're making a shrimp salad and you happen to run short of shrimp, mix these in with the regular shrimp. On my word, you couldn't tell the difference until you start to eat them. Now the rest of the potato you stuff it. We'll call this a little chicken. We'll call this here some hamburger. You might have a little meat that's been laying in the ice box for a few days. Chop the meat up fine, season it highly, stuff it into the center of the potato and bake them with the skins on. When they're done, cut them in 2. Serve them on the half shell, just like that. Serve them in slices when company calls. The more company you have, the the thinner you cut the slices. If your mother-in-law calls, give her a beak piece like that. Now the second tool and...
Okay. Back. Sorry about that. Had a phone call that I felt the need to answer. Actually, it was not to do with the car at all. It was to do with the fact that I have a broken gate again. But I have told my landlord about that, and so that's being dealt with. It's used for the pizza crust, will be fine for this. And use the spoon to initially work it in, and then once it gets started, we'll move on to a whisk to try and beat it in properly. I highly doubt it. Pineapple-y. Ah. This out of the way because we're not using that right now. I'll leave that there. This is waiting for our oven project to come out. And so I guess we're starting in on our main dinner, our main course this evening. And so we're going to start with things that have little to do with that chicken over there first. Actually, we're gonna start even without that. We're gonna go over here. Do some chopping here first, actually. Just taking the peel off here. How do I want to chop this? Going with the size that I think would be appropriate for pizza myself. Versus what I expect to get on a pizza. It's buried. Buried already. Back behind the Vietnamese meatballs. How are we looking on stream? Oh, it's just the internal clock just keeps going. Let's see how we do here at Mama Bear. No. No. You're doing so well. Come on. There we go. There we go. Hey, Bun Buns, welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. Alright, let's saute some peppers and onions. Hopefully you are well. Hopefully everyone out there right now is well. Yeah, let's give that a second to warm up. That's what we can do when I keep forgetting. We can set up our vote for next week here. Alright, so what we have for ingredient suggestions. I was looking at this the other day and I was thinking, like, we had a good lineup here, unless we got some new 5s. Or new 4s for that matter. Nope, it's looking like it's gonna be this Bailey's Irish Cream versus Chef Boyardee. I actually like this challenge. I am thankfully quite anxiety-free compared to where I was earlier today. Worrying on if things are going to be delivered. Do I have time to go out shopping? Do I have time to get this and that done in order to get stream running tonight? But now we're doing well. So we already got votes for both. So it's looking like this one's a good battle. As always, that'll be running until Tuesday, when we'll pick a winner for Wednesday. Yeah, whoever could have done that, Ozzy. Or maybe it was Bun Bun's trolling Ozzy. You look chopped, but not chopped. There you go. Oops, bumping the camera there. I apologize. we are making a buffalo ranch. Casserole here. Yeah, this will work for this. My hand's like covered in ranch now. Oh, that's cheese. Which is a cheaper alternative to using a giant hunk of broken down blue cheese, which would be awesome here too. And I'm sort of tempted to try one of these, but the idea is they're going to be used for our top. We have the jalapeno popper pops. Well, I will try one, but I'm going to use it as a crust first. Which I'm sort of sad that they're so well done at this point. Like, I don't think they're overcooked at this point, but I can't really put much more heat on these without these, like, getting black. I'll try this without the bread. I can tell you that that was not my favorite jalapeno I've ever had. How much longer we got on our 2 more minutes on our crust for our cheesecake, which I think with a little chill that'll set up relatively nicely. That there we were waiting on this for. I think this is actually what we're going to make our casserole in tonight, this pan right here. We'll just start with the peppers. I'm now realizing that these would be an amazing hack for making some, any of these boneless buffalo wings, regardless of where they're from. Amazing simple hack for making fried rice. Cook some rice, sear some veggies. You don't have to fry it. I do want to cook this through completely, so we're going to cook these for a moment. No Stream Raiders love tonight, huh? Awesome, well, relaxation time. So we got our crust there on the stove on the other side. And that looks like it's nicely cooked and actually pulled away from the sides. I'm going to take it off of this pan because this pan's going to hold heat for quite a while. Put this on my trivet over here. And so I'm just gonna roll with the fact that there's some barbecue sauce on our chicken here. Like I said, I wanted buffalo here. And I'm gonna take the blame on this. I'm gonna say that I ordered it wrong. It looks like that was what was properly on the order. I do know that I like click some things and then like the ordering system didn't work for me on that. not too unique. We got buffalo, we got ranch, we got a little barbecue. Open mozzarella. Open. Was it Mervin's or was it J.C. Penney's that had the open holiday commercial? Or Black Friday, wasn't it? I forget when that. I think that was a Black Friday commercial, wasn't it? Alright, so here is the base of our casserole. And let's go with the cheese first. I still have the oven on? Yeah. Good. That one lost its stuffing. I have a feeling that one's the one that I ate the jalapeno out of. Let's see if I can't put some other stray stuffing in that one. That one needs a little help. Excuse me. So that's going in the oven just like that. Give that 20 minutes and see how that looks. Local supermarket options here for mozzarella are a little irritating, going along with my dislike of Whole Foods these days. It's one of my closest and easiest and laziest places to go shopping. And yeah, they either have the small ball of fresh mozzarella that's rather incredibly overpriced, or the, like, what's that, like a pound of mozzarella there for a somewhat more reasonable price. Hey, Mind Z, welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. We're cooking with Papa John's tonight. Now what am I going to do with the rest of these? Don't have plans for these right now. We cooling down over here yet? I think that's cool enough for the cutting board. Oh, dad joke. Oh, dad joke. All right, for our pineapple cheesecake, I'm sort of debating throwing some parchment on the outside of this. Awesome. So now we got a nice layer of parchment there to hide between our, hopefully, once refrigerated, a little more solid filling. But let's go ahead and do our battle. Me versus world. Couldn't do it, couldn't solo it. I think I'm gonna give up on Stream Raiders tonight. And so here we have our pineapple no-bake cheesecake mixture. And I think that's about as tall as I want to go with that. And that gets refrigerated just like that. And that was dessert. Hopefully that turns out well. You'll obviously see photos of that once it comes out of the refrigerator. The sides of that crust were looking quite gorgeous. So I hope I at least think I nailed the crust. As I was saying earlier, I think pepperoni pizza is actually maybe an underutilized crust flavoring. Or at least pepperoni pizza, at least pepperoni pizza, both of them maybe. But either case, you're going to add flour to the mix. We have special seasonings. What's in their special seasonings? Salt. Spices. Garlic. I don't know why dehydrated garlic is not a part of spices, but apparently that's worth separating out to them. Wheat starch. Oh, hey! Let's make things taste savory. Dehydrated onion. Also could be a spice. Soybean oil. Parsley. Extractives of paprika. Natural flavors not more than 2% silicon dioxide. Not more than 2%? You mean up to 2%? Silicon dioxide? Silly, some of the ingredients you find in foods. Spices. Yeah, and you know, spices on this list If you're doing order of by order of what has the most is in there, it's salt and spices, and then all of the spices that they list out. So like there's other spices in there that are more in there than the ones they want to tell you about. Yep. And last night in Andrew's Cooks, who I raided after here, we were all chatting about Subway and, you know, the bread that's got so much sugar in it that they consider it pastry in the UK. I forget if it's Ireland or it's somewhere. The whole tuna fish that doesn't have any tuna. The fact that their bread used to have the yoga mat chemical in it. Got about 7 more minutes on that casserole. I think I'm going to take a couple minute AFK while I love these commercials talking about, look at us changing all the produce and making our stuff better, and then I walk in and think, this place hasn't changed. Yeah, it hasn't. Same model, same. I mean, they've changed some of the ingredients and things, and they've killed off subs. I will tell you that if I were to go into a Subway, I always would go for a Subway melt, which is discontinued. But they can all make it, because, I mean, it's relatively simple. Most of them still have it on their menu, or on their, like, employee menu. The sweet onion sauce. I don't know. I used to really want a sweet onion vinaigrette all the time when I was a kid. And yeah, I think I overdid that for myself now. Even though I love onions and I love putting onions in everything, that whole just straight onion sauce. And I say that while loving onion gravy too. It's just different. I had my phase. I went to the Subway for quite a while. Like before college. And I went through a meatball phase. I went through a steak and cheese phase. Hey, Trigger. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. We're working with Papa John's tonight. And so we have just popped into the refrigerator here, so a no-bake pineapple cheesecake with Papa John's pizza as the pepperoni pizza as the crust. The crust was looking beautiful, but I just poured the filling in it, and that's gonna have to chill and set up. So and then in the oven, I bought their chicken poppers, essentially they're boneless chicken wings, and mixed those along with a cottage cheese, Frank's hot sauce, and ranch, using their own ranch sauce, along with some peppers and onions, and use that as the base to make a casserole, and then top that with their jalapeno poppers, which are like, they're not jalapeno poppers, they're like bread nuts, but or garlic knots, bread nuts with stuffed with jalapeno and like cheese. I tried to do a little bit of a spectrum of the menu and not just do pizza, because the ingredient just said, or the challenge just said Papa John's, or at least initially. And also we have our Discord vote going on for next week. Looking like a pretty good vote here. We got Chef Boyardee versus Bailey's Irish Cream. Both amazing ingredients to have to do for this project. And oh hey, someone's there in the center again, trying to take all the credit. Let's see, who is that? Oh gee, I wonder. I think I don't know if I can really get this out on a plate. We're gonna want to take a photo of this without it being on a plate, though, because I have a feeling this is gonna look disastrous after that. And so there we go. There is our Papa John's, or John's Papa casserole. Alright, so we got some photos. Now let's turn this into a true disaster here. I feel like I almost should have put some like pasta or something with this. And so that is it tonight, folks. We have our John's Papa dinner and dessert. Doing my best to combine the two. Doing my best to do a little bit other than just pizza with it though too. Let's give this a shot. Let's see what these jalapeno thingies are really like. That one's almost untouched. It's got a little sauce on the bottom, but yeah, it's not overly exciting. It does the job, but I would think by itself it's probably horribly dry. Maybe it may be that they are overcooked with what I got. I don't know, it's really a fair statement to make a opinion on these after I've bought them without trying them and then transformed them into something else. But let's see what the chicken's like and see how their chicken bites are. See what their chicken filling's like. Not too shabby. This chicken's pretty good quality. I'm actually relatively impressed by that. Compared to chicken I've had from other fast food places, that nugget was actually relatively higher quality. Not a ton of breading either. I mean, it's heavily breaded, but yeah, overall, that's a pretty solid dish there. I'd definitely add some pasta or something to this next time. Turn this into more of like a, there's an idea, a buffalo chicken pasta. So for anyone just joining in, we do have the cheesecake cake in the refrigerator that's gonna chill and set up, but that's gonna need some time. That may not be even something I touch until tomorrow. I will be back here on Friday. Gonna break out that new grinder of mine and gonna be making some sausage with it for the first time, using it for the first time, making sausage at home for the first time. We'll see how it turns out. Could be a disaster. Could be delicious. So let's see who's out there in the world that we can give a raid to tonight. greatly appreciate you all hanging out with me tonight. I had quite a bit of fun with this one. A lot of anxiety worrying over, am I going to have food on time? But yeah. Now that I get to relax and enjoy the rest of the evening, yeah. Let's see here. I think I'm going to send all you lovely people to go hang out with another great creator who I have rated in the past. I'm going to send all you lovely folks to go hang out with Urk. To go lurk with Urk, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Doing leather work. Supporting the great Texas state. I hope to see you all back here soon. I hope to see you on Friday. Do have more exciting things. Do have that great vote going for next week's ingredient challenge. Already actually looking forward to that. Thank you for joining me tonight. Good night.
Incoming. We have Chef J-Tay with a raid party of 9. Hello. How are we doing, guys? Welcome in, Raiders. We're just chatting about growing foods, I guess. Growing foods of sorts. Just chatting of food and whatnot. That probably kind of plays well in there. Yes. Chatting, visiting, hanging out, relaxing. Everybody is so tired around here, and we're just relaxing. So welcome. What were you making tonight? I did not get to see. What were you up to? Marlot's glad that OU went to the SEC, but we will leave it there. Yeah, what were y'all cooking up tonight for dinner? Papa John's is an ingredient challenge. Oh, so what did you make pizza out of Papa John's, or what did you make from the Papa John's? That's the question. To be or not to be? That is the question. Sorry. I'm a little tired, so things that come out of my mouth may be a little strange. That is okay. I think your challenges are pretty cool, though. Taking an ingredient, using it, and making something with it. That takes a lot of thought and being creative. We've been a little more creative in cooking around here lately too. Just trying to use what we have on hand. Use simple supplies. Nothing too crazy. Not necessarily cooking from scratch type thing, but just things that we might have on hand. And think a little differently about cooking. We've been trying to do that around here. Just got back into streaming, my bot says. Just this week. Been a while. Okay. Oh, my canning. I've been canning some foods. I've been water bathing, so I've done fruit stuff and salsa. Been excited about that. I made pineapple no-bake cheesecake with a pepperoni pizza crust. Okay, that sounds interesting, crazy. If it's Papa John's, they kind of have the garlicky on it. That's interesting. And a casserole using their boneless wings and jalapeno stuffed bread. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, Modlot, we definitely look forward to seeing what you can put together. Let us know when you do it, and we would gladly try to be around, hang out, and post on our socials. And
Why did you stop, thingy? Why do you stop when I do that?
my music changed. I'm like, what am I listening to? I have no idea. Ooh, scared me. Scared me. Yep. It's all the same no matter what. And this is me not knowing enough about it personally. So I mean, I know of and such, but this is me speaking maybe uneducated. So please, no offense. I mean, no offense by anything I'm going to say, but whatever trauma that caused that, whatever it might be, no matter who you are, what you are, whatever it is, whatever caused it, it's still a real thing, right? And yeah, something that was traumatic caused that. So a lot of people, the way they suffer are very similar. Now, being helped could be different. Everyone's path to healing or path to staying close. I don't know that you can heal, but helping heal some wounds is different, right? Yeah, the triggers. And I know a lot of people use the word like trigger as a, I don't know, a fun word, not a fun word, but a common word. But yes, what truly triggers it? I mean, a trigger, when I think of a trigger in general, normally I'm thinking of something for self-defense. It has a trigger, right? And when it is pulled or pressed beyond a certain point, it engages something and there is a reaction, right? So to me, a trigger for PTSD is an act, something that is pushed beyond a certain point that someone can't tolerate, and it triggers a reaction out of them, right? That's how I see that. Yes and no. Again, that's the way I think of the word trigger. Some people use the word trigger as a I don't know. I can't think of the right word. Just the word of the day type thing. There's words that go through, and people just use them willy nilly. Words are important. Words are hard, and I don't speak properly all the time, but words are important. Well, one big issue is when people say, I don't know what you go through, and yet I do know what it is like to have PTSD. So you're saying, I'm confused there on that one. I'm trying to understand here. I think I've got that here so I can see that a little better. I'm rereading and trying to see here. The PTSD trigger is what causes a person that has stress-induced mental states. Okay. It's very interesting, I guess. And I'm not going to say that I don't understand, but I know how to word things and say it. I get stressed out, right? I get stressed. And I have and I know it's not about me, I'm just relaying what I guess, understand and feel. Like, even like at work for me, I can tell at a certain point, I can tell things start bothering me more at work, and I know it's time for a break. So that's typically when it's like, yep, it's time for vacation, whether it's true vacation or it's just time to take a few days off. So that point of stress, I can understand that. What you mean as part of the military as a DoD contractor? You've been part of the military as a DoD contractor, but you were a civilian. Just because I was a civilian does not mean you never been in combat zones, exactly, and shot at, exactly. You had your section detail brains. Yep, got it. Yes. If anybody that's in a military zone, I don't care if you're you signed on the dotted line to be there, if you live there and it was brought to you, if you were forcibly put in that zone, or if you're working contract. Well, if you're in that zone, in a military zone of any sort, yeah. Okay, I see what you say there. That makes sense. So when a combat vet says you don't know how it is, it really bugs you. I would say you know how it is. Like, that's just because you weren't enlisted doesn't mean you weren't there, right? Yeah. Chibro says he personally sympathizes with those with PTSD because you feel like you have good days and bad, but I'm not going to claim I know how it feels. Yeah, I mean, and I do sympathize. I've never been in a military situation of any sort, in a combat zone, or I've not been in the military. But I mean, just a few life situations could be rough enough. Hello, Beaks. How are you doing, ma'am? Good to see you. But no, like, there are lots of things in life that could be traumatizing. Yeah, same with first responders. Used to fight wildlands firefighting. So you know the stress it is, firefighters and EMT. Exactly. Yes, I'm back on. Last week I knew I was going to be off Wednesday because I had kiddo's birthday. Howdy, LSB. I'm glad you guys are having fun down there. But I knew I was going to be off then. Monday, just work is just, it's that time of year, work kicks my tail. And then Thursday I was tired too, so I just went ahead and took a whole week just relax. But I've been around besides last week for the most part. There's been hit and miss here and there. Oh, Monday wasn't tired. Monday I had a after school school thing that I found out about on Sunday night. So yeah. So that's what Monday was. Thursday I was tired. But we've been around. We just haven't been doing long streams because it's Texas. It's hot as the dickens, and this garage gets really hot, really hot. We've been drinking lots of Gatorade. Tonight we got a little one, but so I've only, most all summer, I've only been like an hour streaming.